Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Flying with Mike. Thank you, Twitch folks, for hanging around. We are in the process, as you can tell, loading up the MD11 we just brought in from Costa Rica on a little bit of a hard landing to head to Fort Lauderdale. We're coming back in the States. We're flying the Rotate MD11. So welcome aboard. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your Friday Eve, otherwise known as Thursday. And yes, that means tomorrow the weekend will be upon us, or at least the day before. So I hope y'all enjoy this flight. We're in the process of getting it loaded. We still got to put the flight plan and all in, but we are going to try to get this thing going quicker. It's about a 2-hour flight, so excuse me, hiccups. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll try to let you know, because some of you may not have watched the first coming in here to Belize. So we'll kind of go through a couple of the quirks again, just to refresh people, and for you to decide if you haven't bought it already. I do recommend it, but it's actually not as hard as you think. Too many people overthink this plane, and it really isn't hard in the sense of the cockpit. It gets difficult in slow flight and landing, as we had, but overall it's really nice to fly, and I do recommend it to those on the fence whether or not to buy it. We're flying, yes, a FedEx aircraft, and we are flying for FedEx Express Virtual, fdxva.org. Check them out. Great VA. Very very, I'm gonna say easygoing, but I'm not trying to lure you. They really are. There isn't a lot of restrictions here. They fly the FedEx fleet, so be prepared for that. So many people come aboard. I can remember a sim I flew for the Falcon F-16. Why can't I fly the Eagle? Let me think. Same thing here. Why can't I fly a A380? I don't think FedEx has them. Although they may have provisions for that. I don't know. I don't have it, don't plan to have it. Um, but they have most of the FedEx aircraft that are available and suitable substitutions for those that aren't in the flight simming world. There are a few, believe it or not. And I'll tell you one right off the bat. You all can let me know about the other sim. X-Plane does not have a Dassault Falcon 20. And I can tell you there is a moderator for us who would love for that plane to come available, or a Hawker 125. So, but they didn't fly Hawkers, so don't look for that. But anyway, so there are some, I don't even know if the new one, the 410, whatever it is available. So they have a new one, a new commuter plane, so to speak. So anyway, enough jabber. Let's get in the plane. Let's get this girl in the air to Fort Lauderdale. She's ready to hit the beach. Hopefully not figuratively. All right, here we are in the cockpit. APU's already on. We're aligned probably, and so we're pretty much good to go here. Now, again, the tutorial that comes with the aircraft Rotate, seriously, go through it a couple times with their data, and then make up your own. Same route, fly that, then make up your own stuff. You'll get the feel of this plane real quick. Quirks, they're right here when you load it. Quirk number one to tell you about. It's very easy to load. Put in your payload, put in your fuel, block fuel, Oh, I forgot taxi. Doggone it. And I'm not sure how to use the ballast, but trip fuel. If you don't put the trip fuel in, it tells you right on the EFB here what happens if you don't. And it's nothing major, it just won't give you the landing weight, which in some cases you need to know if you're doing a heavy landing. But the big quirk here that you need to know about is this graph. Okay, and specifically right below it, you see these figures: takeoff weight, zero fuel CG. Right above that is TOCG. Make sure that is 30% to 31%. So I try to just set it right in the middle. 30.5, missed it. 35 or 30.4. I don't know what'll happen if you're over it. Never tried it. I might do it in another setting, but I've just never had that other setting. So, but yeah, that's the big thing. Takeoff CG, 30 to 31%. Now, how do you do that? You come up here and move your payload CG, whichever way it takes to get there. Secondly, a recommendation from Flying with Mike. I highly recommend, once you're done here, apply the load configuration to the aircraft in FMC. You see it highlighting. Click it. What that does is, you'll see here in a second, it's going to load the second page of your init over there on the FMC. McDo. We'll get to that in a minute. And makes it a little easier, just a little quicker to get out the gate. All right, speaking of which, the last thing to point out about this plane, a lot of people tell me I just can't get this plane. Get out of your head that it's a Boeing aircraft. Do not expect a Boeing aircraft with the MD11. I affectionately call it the Airbus 11. And I think you're seeing it, Airbus heads out there that fly them. That FMS I call McDo in this case, which is what they call them in Airbus, is pretty close to it. Only difference is you have a takeoff approach. That's a McDonnell Douglas thing. That ain't a Boeing thing, folks. That's McDonnell Douglas. Your Mad Dog 11 here and your Mad Dog 80s have that. The other thing is you're only missing the left arrow. That's it. Everything else, if you look at this, you go, that is an Airbus. So start thinking Airbus. You're about to see the next part that looks Airbus. Okay, two parts. One, there's the panels down there. Now, they're not exact, but you get the feel you're back in an Airbus. But the big one is up here. Look at that panel, especially the center portion of it. Hydraulic, electric, air, fuel, coming right down to tell you what each area does. Now tell me if Boeing does that. No, McDonnell Douglas does. Remember, when the MD11 was built, it was built by McDonnell Douglas. Boeing inherited the MD11, Airbus 11, in the buyout. I used to drive up and down the 170 corridor and see cockpits on a it's the weirdest thing to ever see. And I'm going, now how are they going to get that on a plane? Well, they had rail cars, so I have a feeling that special rail car had something to do with it. But yeah, sitting right on a load dock, the actual cockpit. I think it was DC-10s being upgraded to MD-10s. But still, it was impressive to see. So, just so you know, that's why if you've got that in your head, you can begin to put this plane into pieces. You still got to learn how to fly it. That is still McDonnell Douglas all the way. So, but anyway, I just thought I'd point those things out here in this 14 minutes, 15 minutes we had. All right, let's get in here and get this thing set up. I've already got the coordinates in where we're at. All we got to do is pick up from here. And what we'll do quickly is do Sim Toolkit so that YouTube can see where we're going, how we're doing it. We're racing the storms, basically, is what we're doing. All right, so you can see the route. There's our routing here. Let's go up here, payload. Should have been 138, but somehow they got it higher. Fuel will still be 48,624, and we got no people today, and cost index 90, and we'll fly at 37,000 feet. The weather. Interesting animal here. I'm going to plan for the 10s. However, in flight, if things change or the ATIS remains in effect, we're going to have to switch. Or we may go ahead and make, suck it up, make the change, and they'll probably switch it the other way, and I should have stayed on point. However, here in Belize, we're not going to see that problem. Winds are right down the runway, 070 at 8. Got a few clouds at 2,400 feet, which was kind of how it was. QNH of 1014. It's nice they broke it up here. I like that. Nothing significant. Down at the beach, Fort Lauderdale, northeast wind of the 030 at 12. That's why I'm really curious why we're still doing 2/8. Even the forecast is kind of wishy-washy, so I'm really stuck on this one. Why are we not going to the east stops, west stops, however you want to call it? I've got 10 miles of visibility, 2,200 feet, and somebody broke the sky at 2,500 and then again at 9,000. Who keeps breaking the sky out here? Oh, and 25,000 as well. So, oh well, hopefully it'll be fixed by the time we get in there. Technically, that 2,500 keeps VFR aircraft on the ground. Unless they file special or there's something else, new rules that I'm not familiar with. We'll get into that in flight. But I do have a private pilot's license, albeit from the 80s, long time ago. But by those rules, you definitely wouldn't be able to fly VFR. I think their provision, wait a minute, correction, strike that 2,500 feet, I think, was our minimum. Too long ago, and I haven't flown in a long time. Real planes. Again, 060 at 12 is what the ATIS is calling. Why we're putting airplanes in such a bind, having to put a tailwind factor on them like that. It's beyond me. But I don't know the requirements or the rules governing tailwinds, and I know technically it boils down to the captain. So, well, we may be that monkey in the wrench in the scheme of things. All right, we are on VATSIM, and hope you all can join us. Pick a plane, 737, Airbus, 747s. All welcome. Come along. Let's go fly with Mike. All right. As we said, we were in the process of getting ready to get our flight plan going. However, page 2. This is where I talked about that. May have to click some things. I have no times. Okay, I don't know why I don't have times. That kind of makes me nervous. Okay, let's just press on. All right, F plan MZB. Again, you're going to say, oh my God, this is an Airbus. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me bring a little tool in I like to use, charts. You see we got 3 SIDs over here. Are they applicable, any of them? Well, right over here with NavGraph charts, one, you always have up-to-date charts. VATSIM is getting very particular about up-to-date nav data, up-to-date charts. By the way, today, nav data updated if you're on NavGraph. If you're one that flies up to date. If you're a rebel, can't help you. All right, so we have technically 8 departures, but you'll see those 3 right up here. Lictor 1, Vesk 1D, and this. What that is saying, these are the 7 departure SIDs. So runway 7 departure. Lid looks like the best one because the other 2 fly south and southwest. So we'll go ahead. We'll put Litra on. And let me go up here and delete. Wait a minute. Okay, get rid of that. Got to make sure I do the right ones here. Uliva. There we go. Now we're set up. And I could technically get rid of that one. Okay. And what that did is just cleaned it up so you can see we're going to fly pretty much a quick turn up toward Litra. So Litra R1 Delta. Let's make sure. What I do is I bring up the chart so you can see we're going to come off. There's our routing, Litra 1 Delta. Okay, that is it. And insert. Okay, so we know 910, 908, and Litera. Perfect. Now, we do have a discontinuity. Wonder why. Okay, well, what we'll do is go direct on takeoff, and that'll take care of it. Okay, and then we're just checking real quick, making sure everything, no discontinuities. You got it. A lot of fixes between here and there. All right, so Fort Lauderdale, starring in on the Baha'i arrival. We'll play along for now. 28 right. FedEx is right here, by the way. So, all right, so 28 right. Oh, no. That one. And again, what I'm going to do, we'll get up here. We're going to do the same thing. Select 28 left. Zadil, and we'll start with that. Winker is probably what they'll want. So for now, we'll run 28 left. 8 knot tailwind. Whew. Brutal. Okay, so BI, and we're coming in MAXIM. Oh, really? Carnival or FLL? Oh, I don't like that. All right, well, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to hit the insert button. Frame. Okay, here we go. So from Maxim, Lullis, Crack, Pizrak, Twinkle, Hulky. What? Kara? Okay, and then we're up here to Adub. FIPKO, BPAC, Famba, out to Fuzzy. Where's Fuzzy? That's because yours truly selected the wrong runway. Okay, so we'll leave it as is. There we go. Still fuzzy. Oh, there's fuzzy. Snap. And in we go. Okay. And again, our alternate will be up to Mickey World. We gotta hold it. Oh, Huck. Okay. I thought we were going back to Hulky. And there it is to MCO. All right. And there we go. Okay, let's get that out of here and finish this up. Last thing we got to do, Navrad, looks good. Perf. Oh boy. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to bring Sim Toolkit in for the... Oh, wrong one. Sorry, folks. Wouldn't be flying with Mike if I didn't click a button wrong here and there. Sim brief real quick. Takeoff prediction. Okay, so we're going to select flaps 15. Oh, great. We got to set that. 138, 155, 163. I prefer that setting than 25, which is what we had to do out of Costa. All right. And Everything looks good. All right, so 60. Okay, for the slope, no slope. Okay, cool. So we'll put up 0.0 slash, what was our head component? 8. Temperature here, 29 degrees. Click. 1.5 on the flaps. 136, 150, 160. I'm happy with those. Click, click, and click. We're ready to go. All right, so let's go right into it. Okay, so runway heading. Zero 080, is it that bad? 077. And with no ATC, let's take her all the way up to 37,000. Okay. And double check here. Altimeter 2995. $400 on when we turn minimum, and traffic data VOR, and we're good there. All right, I say we're ready to go, folks. All right, let's take a look outside. What do we got left to do? All right, so we got doors and chocks, and that's it. All right, ground ops. Oh, look at that. We have Alpha we can taxi down. How about that? All right.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming. All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Okay, chocks are clear.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Okay, emergency switch on, light switch on. Okay, seatbelts are on, beacons on. All right, I think we're ready.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, we've got B system up and readied. Here we go.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Okay, brake set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
All right, and we're getting ready to blast out of here on flight number 2. Hope you've enjoyed Costa Rica in here, especially that hard landing. Now we're off to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, I know what I forgot. We'll get it here in a second.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy.
That's why we didn't have times. It's down here in the error message. Or the FMC message, not error. Okay, and we'll get it before we taxi. Also, okay. All right, let's fix that. All right, what we screwed up, we got to come here. We didn't finish this up, so we're going to 370. 10 winds on the cruise level. We're looking at a 55 knot tailwind. Hang on, TL 59 and cost index 90. Now if we go to page 2, voila, there's times. It didn't know what the heck to do. Goofy. All right, let's get from where we're at. Okay, so he's away, right? Yep. And we can proceed. All right, that was my bad. All right, so Aux1, we're up and running. Okay, so defog's on. Okay. APU off. Hopefully. Okay, we'll see. All right, continuing on. All right, so config. Okay, everything looks good there. And reject. All right, here's the funniest flap systems out there. Okay, flaps should be, it's called dial a flap. Basically, you spin that dial from like 10 to 25, I think it was. I think we were at the max Costa Rica. You can set that flap setting. Good, bad, I don't know. Because when you're coming on takeoff, you're going to go possibly from 25 to slats. Now, granted, they don't go right in a snap of an eye, but you got to make sure you're above speeds or you could stall out. So I'm sure the ways around it and all of that. So all right, trim for the flight today 4.8. Okay, and engine. Okay, we're ready to go. Flaps. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's get the radars back up. Belize City traffic, FedEx 811 heavy taxiing runway 7. All right, my bad for not watching the chat as much as I should. Hope you all enjoyed. If you're on the YouTube channel, hey, we'd love for you to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, let us know how you think. Hey, and if you got a comment to tell me how bad of a pilot I am, I'll take it. I'm a private pilot flying airplanes at least 100 times bigger than I did back in the 80s. Pretty sure several of the Pipers I flew could fit behind me. Try my best, though. Beautiful day here in Belize, wind right down the runway. Amazing how many people have relocated to here. Not my first on the list. I'd be more out into the Caribbean, like St. Croix, maybe Puerto Rico, but I really like St. Croix. Maybe because that's where I've seen most of those house hunter shows come out of. Belize City traffic, FedEx 811 heavy departing 7. And again, we'll go through the before takeoff checks right now. APU will check. Flaps are set, spoilers are set, flight controls check, stape trim set, auto brake set, takeoff data. And let's take a look here. We got to get on the runway here. Okay, brake set. It's still available. Okay, before takeoff, auto brake set, reject, spoiler sets, trim set, and we're ready to go. Saying to check our zero fuel weight. Hang on. Whoa, that's way high, I think. No, that's exactly what it is. Okay, well, we're rolling. Again, takeoff data looks good, compares good. Auto flight, click. Exterior lights on, cabins ready, radar and transponder both on and set. And here we go. Brakes off. Airspeed's alive at 60. There's 80. V1. Rotate. Got a positive rate gears coming up. Black water.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
By the way, I have not found out why the water out of the blue will go from a normal color to black. No idea. This airplane I know has a lot to do with it, but it's been in the Airbuses as well, so Well, again, that black water has struck again. And we'll do our best, and the APU never shut off. All right, well, it'll be available for us on the ground.
Stabilizer motion.
I may have to fly controlling the speed. Why is it in is that descent mode? Yep, we're going to have to speed it up. Okay. I don't know what's going on. All right, I've pretty well decided this plane pretty much
Stabilizer motion.
will need us to reset and fly it that way. Okay, so from now on, when we want to do multiple flights back to back with this plane, we're going to have to shut the sim down, restart it. Now, why does that look really weird this time? Oh, that's why. All right, a lot of inland, and then we'll be out over the water. Really don't know what causes this. I've put it out to the group at X-Plane and 0 responses. So, not sure what to think. All right, we're on our way. Hope you enjoyed that very weird departure. Very weird indeed. It's like it's set up to land, and we're still a good hour and a half to hour 45 minute out. So we'll keep climbing and figure it all out here. We'll get her in somehow. APU just will not stay off. Okay. All right, so I hope y'all enjoy. We got about an hour and a half to go to Miami area, otherwise known as Fort Lauderdale. In this case, oh, and we have approach up. Why have I got a feeling things are changing there? Yep. Yeah, they switched to the 10s, just as we kinda suspected they would. 10 left. Well, let's get up to cruise. Give me a second here. Okay, so ILS 10 left. And now we hold at Mart's. Okay, good. We're set up now for them. And we'll just wait and see if it all changes. All right. Oh, sorry for that. And sorry for the black water. Again, nobody will come back and give me an answer at X-Plane. So we go with what we can. All right, let's see. I saw you there. Now I lost your message. Getting up to cruise, and it looks like I missed something, or more to the point, Laminar missed something with a graphic bug. Yeah, this is like the third, fourth, or fifth flight. They've been reported. I've stopped. It just, they won't answer. And maybe I need to just throw an all-out bug report on them. But I really don't know what's causing this. The worst we had, this will be comparable. A flight to, was it where we departed from a couple days ago in Africa? I think it was. Oh, what was the name of that place? We flew. FMEE. I can't remember the name of that airport, but it's east of Madagascar, all the way back. Well, for at the time, I think it was from Johannesburg, the whole time across the ocean there to it. Yeah, we were Blackwater, just like today. Yeah, you know, I'm going to get on the ground, send it to them. I don't know if a log report now would help them or not. Wait till the end of the flight. That way they get anything else that pops up. But I'm hoping for a very cloudy run into Florida. I don't think it is, but it would be nice. But yeah, that whole 4-hour, 5-hour flight, oh my, pretty much Blackwater. Thankfully, though, the trip back, we didn't have any. And we've had it sporadically. We even had it once up to Barra, their improved airport with this version. So that's why I say, while this airplane predominantly seems the black water will come, and again, I'm thinking maybe if I would have reset the sim, came back in on a second flight, a lot of the problems I'm experiencing right now would not be in play. Because, like, I cannot get this girl into cruise. She's in descent for some reason. See if that did it. Nope, still showing. Now it shows cruise limits, but so, oh well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Set the speed close to what the navlog says, and we'll just blast off that way with it. 1 hour to go, so it's not like a super long flight, but still annoying nonetheless. As annoying as the APU not wanting to shut off. Oh well. I've put up with a lot worse. We all have. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that I'll give you that one 100%. However, yesterday the 747 beautifully did a continuation flight. The Airbuses from Tolis usually do. I missed several steps, so a restart would have been good just for anything for this guy. And oh well. We'll get her in there, and we'll, you know, for the most part, we're letting the autopilot do it, but we can, you know, this is nothing, you know, the old school way of dial your speed and let it do its thing. Right now, I'm kind of bummed because I'm having troubles with XP11 too. The 727 can't fly. And I keep getting either Libran errors or something, and it's kind of bumming me out because I really love flying that plane, even though I really want to see one in X-Plane 12. So, Paragon, I meant to ask you this on the last flight. What did you fly professionally? Yeah, plug in. Yeah, I get it. I would send that to X-Plane, but they'll tell me fly X-Plane 12. I said, well, I can't with this 727. But no, seriously, on a note, what did you fly professionally? Okay, we are over Cozumel, if y'all didn't know, CZM. And another interesting thing, last night, I don't know how many of you watched the I guess you call it a game show. Mostly Lears, Citations, Kings, and the Mustang, or MU2, my bad. L100s. Oh, I know a lot of people, oh, that love those planes. Man, awesome. Well, glad to have you aboard. Oh, the L100. Boy, when I was in the Air Force in the from 86 to 90 at Scott Air Force Base here, boy, we used to see Xantop come in. Oh my gosh, all the time. P3s. Oh, the L100s. Oh, nice. Or is that the C130 version? Hang on. No, that's 382. No. Hang on. Now it's time for me to go to Mr. Google. It is the C130s. Oh. Okay. Forget the part about Xantop. Yeah, the Herc's awesome. I love that plane. I truly wish X-Plane would get a really good version. I'm not going to say anything about Captain Sim. I know that's cussing words to a lot of people, but their C-130 was not that bad. Much better than what we have with X-Plane. Albeit in FSX. Shall remain nameless. But that was, I mean, I love flying up in Alaska with it. That thing was cool. Yeah, their old one for FS9, FSX, yeah, that was a gem. I can't say it was real because every one that I got up in when they came to the airport I used to work at, or Scott way back when, I don't remember the cockpit like that. But hey, it worked. It was a real good aircraft to fly, especially down on deep freeze, and I enjoyed it. South America over, oh wow, now that's I never tried that. I did fly it a couple times from the East Coast over to England. I never tried that. I never thought to try that one. Very cool. But I still love those C-130s. I think they're, I don't care which one you're talking about. The E's, the H's, the J's, or whatever they call the Super Hawk Herc now. That was I love that plane, but X-Plane, just, they've got one. It's just getting used to it. I used to love flying up with, Linden on the Sim up in Alaska. That was fun. Getting into them short fields and bringing them in. Oh, yeah. But like I said, that's Captain Sim. That was one of the only, well, I actually liked their 727 a little more than FlyJSim, only for the point that one, they did have a cabin behind it, and you could load it by the can, so to speak, cargo wise. But that's about it. For the Africa trips, we would go up over, oh, okay, so you would go, I'm going, how the heck would you cross the South Atlantic? Wow, that is a go. That's a flight in itself, going up the North Atlantic and down. Wow, that's some great flight dirt fields. Yeah. Oh yeah. The one for X-Plane, I wish I could tell you what I would love to see changed on it, but it's just, it's difficult. And I guess I got so used to how easy Captain Sim was. And that's why I kind of stay away from it here of late. Maybe I need to get back into it. I also hear on the sim, well, not on stream, but on the sim, used to fly with simulated Air Force into the hurricane hunting. Oh, that was so much fun with the Hercs, especially with Active Sky. There was another program you could get on to figure out the lowest pressures, just like they do, and that was fun, hurricane hunting. They ever get rid of the C-130s on that? Oh. Flying, what was, if I remember the mission right, 1,000 feet for up to a category 3. Then they shift up to 5,000, but no overland flying. Of course, at 1,000 feet could be rough. Yeah, they were fun. Most of that is no longer available. I don't even know how good Active Sky is anymore. But flying them down to Antarctica was fun. Oh, I just love flying to Hercs. Taking them from the West Coast down to New Zealand, making a stop, Pago, and Hawaii. They were fun. Yep, they fly the Electras. Yep, the P3s. The few I'm waiting since the Navy's got rid of them and went to the P8s. I hope they don't change. But yeah, it was fun flying to Antarctica. Like I said, you hopped from the West Coast to Hawaii, then you made the hop to Pago, and then you hopped to Christchurch, and then the big hump. One of the bigger runs was lengths was Christchurch to McMurdo. It was fun. And then all over Antarctica was fun. Get a ski bird and go land on the snow and ice. I could only imagine what that would look like in X-Plane. I don't even know if X-Plane even models that far south. All right, 49 minutes to Fort Lauderdale. Now we're gonna have to do this old school. Top of descent. Okay, first I need to know the arrival. What kind of restraints I have? Constraints. 27 at or above 15, at or above 7,000 Akira. Let's work with that. All right, so get my handy dandy $1 million calculator from Walmart. And yes, I forgot to hit standard. Okay, so we're at 3.7. We're gonna come down. Oh, that's 30. Oh, that's 90 miles. Okay. Let's do the addition though here. It's 10, 20, let's call that 21, 31. Ah. Okay, hang on. The kid can't add 5 plus 10 plus 11 plus 31 plus, okay, we're at 57. How far is that leg? That ain't right. There we go. 40. Okay, so crack is... Alright, so... Okay, so just after MAXIM we'll descend to 27, then we'll descend to 7. That is so weird. The good thing is most of the approach will be over land, so we won't have to deal with that too much. We'll have some open water around it. Oh yeah, the gray redbirds. Yep, saw them through Scott every now and then. Yep. No, I've actually had it with the Caravan once from Thronda, an Airbus once or twice, but Rotate was the first one to run into this time, a couple of times with Rotate. So it's not aircraft specific. It's something to do with my settings or something to do maybe with my graphics card. I don't know. But a reset and we're fine, but I can't restart at 37,000 feet without expecting the flight to die, as we all know. But yeah, I've seen those snowbirds, loved them. And I'll tell you this much, I don't care if it's a snowbird going down there, ski bird, or a C-17, C-5, even some of the airliners that go in and out of McMurdo. Landing on the ice just... Oh, that just kind of doesn't sound right. Granted, I know it's thick enough. I mean, look at ice road truckers up in Canada and Alaska. And yes, I know Hollywood amps up everything for drama with the cracking of the ice so loud and all. But landing on ice, because there's an ice runway, then there's Pegasus Field that's ice and snow, I can't remember, and then Williams, which is on land at least, or so they say. It's all covered in snow, but they can operate there. It just blows my mind away. But they do it. I actually applied to go down there as a firefighter. Could have gone to the interview, but in the wording of the letter saying we'd love to talk to you, $9 an hour, I went, I am not doing this for $9 an hour. I don't care. I don't care if you pay me for 24 hours at 9. Not doing it. I gotta have parkas and all of that warm air gear, let her know my wife and kids are back here living on $9 an hour? No. God forbid something happens and we got to turn the trucks on. Oh my. All right, let's look here. I'm going to look over at Sim Toolkit. Okay, we got Cuba coming up on the right here shortly. And then it's out into the area between Key West, or between the Keys and Cuba. With the Gulf of America to the north and west. Yeah, $12 and that wasn't the South Pole. Yeah, I know. And but man, when I saw that, I went, there's no way I would accept that. And at the time, I was working with U.S. Transcom in security, and I ran it past some contact. Go, something's not right with that. So who knows if it was actually for real or not, but I would have loved to have gone down there. That would have been a blast. Not at that rate, though. And especially not in firefighting. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at too. Although they have a great picture, my dad has it too, from the days he flew the C1, or not flew, navigated on C-141s, of a C-141 on McMurdo and penguins out in front. It's actually, I've seen it on the internet too. I love that picture. I would have loved to have seen a penguin in natural habitat, but my luck, there'd be a polar bear running after him. And then after me. But it was just, I've always loved going down, on the Sims, going down there. That Antarctica X that came out when I was in FSX, I came very close to buying. Your black cloud would follow you there. I was really looking forward to it, and oh well. Now, at my age, not a chance. My bones would go, oh my gosh, it's so cold at 40 degrees. Which, that shocked me too, how warm McMurdo is. Remember, they're coming out of summer now there. That ice runway is getting precarious right now, and they're actually getting ships in there with the equipment they need. I've been tempted to. I've got one of the moderators keeps poking me, you ought to try it, and you never know. I definitely won't do it in a helicopter because I can't fly a helicopter in X-Plane. Could barely get one to work in FSX. Now, the Osprey, on the other hand, I was getting pretty good at. But yeah. My big thing, though, is I would love just a halfway decent C-130. The C-17 I have is from Vertivia, but I'm having some difficulty with it, and I'd fly it down there if I could get past these hurdles. I'm having troubles finding like the radios and getting them set properly, the squawks and all of that. So, but that's X-plane, and it may, who knows? But looks like a really good aircraft. All right, what do we got coming alive here? Atlanta Center. That's a little far north. All right, looks like all we have is Miami approach. Wonder if they're going to cover Fort Lauderdale. They should, but I wonder. Sometimes, like New York, if it says LaGuardia, they don't cover the other ones. That's why I'm kind of curious. We'll find out, though. Looks like about 5 or 10 minutes to top of descent, so let's kind of peel back and see. Pretty much right at MAXIM's where we're gonna go ahead and start down to 27, unless Auto ATC tells us otherwise. Yeah, mine too. That's why I'll be kind of curious how this works. Trying to think the last time I went in there, which was down actually to Homestead a week or two ago. And I don't know if there was anything going on at Fort Lauderdale or not. But he was overloaded already with just what was going on, and he did a phenomenal job with my flight into Homestead. So we're gonna find out here in about 10 minutes, 20 minutes as we get closer to approach. You mean I mean, really, it would make sense because we're sequencing through Miami, the airfield. So you would think you'd want to keep things separated. That's why I say I don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, we'll just see. I've even run into where if it says departure, they don't do arrivals. So, which sometimes is a blessing. So, but anyway, yeah, and they're showing up here as a departure. On hang on, let me bring that up here. If you look on the left there, Miami DEP. Oh, I plan to. Well, I plan to make him tell me if he wants me to talk. But once I get to where, yeah, I could be a factor, I'll be talking to him. If for anything, my own situational awareness. But that's funny. He's under departure. Yeah. Again, up in New York, you never know. Down, that's New York. This is 1,500, 1,800 miles south. Who knows? All right, so we're looking at MOV, then MAXIM. All right, so we're getting really close. 30 minutes out. Yeah, that all makes sense. So selective ATC. All right, so let's get this dog in here. Hopefully we do a better job. Usually I don't do such a bad job like I did there. We'll see. My other nemesis could be XPilot and the 20 frame rate rule. If you drop below it too long, it'll kick you off. You're a little behind me. You mean somebody's following me? No. Maybe. Yeah, I'm getting close. I'm going to figure around Key West-ish area. I'll be down. But I try to get myself at those lower numbers when they have the spread between, you know, be between 30 and 27. I go for those lower numbers. It just seems to help calm me down. Oh, you're going into Newark. That's a fun one. I've got a request for LaGuardia, the expressway visual. I got to look it up over the weekend, take a look at it. But I'm going to fly it. But just get an idea what would be a good flight for that. Probably take in an Airbus, probably I might take the A321 in. But I've got all of them, so. But the expressway visual was requested by someone, and I'm just trying to figure out where's a good place to take off from for it. Trying to also tag it with one of the 4 VAs that I belong with to get credit for it, if I can. If not, oh well. But LaGuardia is an interesting animal to fly into. I thought I was actually thinking maybe no, Albany's too close. I was thinking maybe like a Buffalo, Cleveland, maybe Pittsburgh. That's a possibility. I got to see what's available out there. Boston and Philly are just too doggone close. DC, that's flown way too much. Maybe Norfolk, that would be another good one. I'll just kind of see what's out there. Short, but not too short. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. About an hour, no more than an hour and a half. I mean, I could literally go out of St. Louis and fly that, or Chicago, but let's get a little closer. And since I don't have any RJs, that kind of takes that out of the equation. Now, wait a minute. Oh, I guess Cuba went down. They were up. No, it was Jamaica. I thought they were online. I guess they've gone offline too. Well, the big blessing for this flight is it was pretty cloudy, so we didn't have to deal with the Black Ocean too much. All right, looking at the clock, we got about 25 minutes to Fort Lauderdale, and should be getting to our top of descent. Now, it's not going to be marked on my nav display because we're already showing econ descent for some reason. I'm guessing because I screwed up with the way I set the flight up. So it's thinking we're in descent. So something's telling me I will definitely have to put the localizer in and the heading. Just something's telling me. Oh yeah, they have switched the runways pretty much once we got airborne. I double checked, and yep, lo and behold, they switched. So why they weren't switching, who knows? There's probably reasons behind it, but I'm not gonna go against the almighty ATC out there. All right, I had to go stretch my legs. Sorry, folks. So MAXIM is about 2 miles ahead of us. I believe that's what it's saying. Yep. And we're close to descent. Hey, Duluth Fly, welcome aboard, sir. Glad to have you in here. And are we there yet? We're almost. Glad to have you aboard. All right. Change the status bar. Huh? I'm not sure what status bar you're talking about. Are you talking about up top there, the overlay? Oh, okay. Well, I can read it, which is odd. Someone in my age. I was trying to find a better word. All right, well, we're going to be optimistic again and try it again. Under 280. After that last hard landing, I don't think that's in the offing. You're getting closer. Just a suggestion. I appreciate it. And for those tuning in, yes, we have black water again. Good thing is we're coming in from this over the southern part of Florida and turning for Fort Lauderdale now, landing toward the ocean. So most part that'll be just a little eyesore more than what it would have been had we had a clear sky. All right, I'm going to start down. Let's just All right, we are started our descent. Make flight level 270 or higher by GREC, and then on to Kara at 7,000. I think it's Kara. Yes, Kara at 7, and then we'll let approach decide how we funnel in 410 left. All right. Let's see. All right, I think we'll have GREC made, and we're gonna set now 15,000. Yeah, it could be a sunset arrival. All right, so we got a few clouds at 3,700 and 6,000. All right. Nice rundown. So I hope everyone's Thursday is going well or has. Hope you're looking forward to Friday and the weekend. I know here in St. Louis, temperatures are to be above freezing, and come Sunday, Monday, way above freezing. So the snow that's here today will be gone by then. So, and it's just gonna be a great weekend. Again, as I said at the onset of the stream, we could use, for those of you that do pray, we could use prayers. A lot of anxiety and a lot of stuff going on that we could really use that help. I don't usually make that request here, but we could use a lot of help. Not at liberty right now to get into a lot of the anxieties, but we could just use a lot of prayer. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Paragold. Really do appreciate that. You know, and when you have the verse of the day that we have out there today, oh, to have anxiety is tough, because it pretty well puts it in a nutshell there. I mean, Jesus in John 16:33 is saying, I have told you these things so that in me you can have peace. You may have peace. We're not supposed to have anxieties. Well, we still can, but we're supposed to trust in the Lord to help us through them. But then the second half is where it all is. In this world, you're going to have trials and tribulations. Trouble is another translated word. But take heart. I, being Jesus, have overcome the world. This whole passage harkens back, to a time when Jesus was in the boat, several times, but there were a couple annotated that back in, I believe every gospel has it, where a storm comes up and the disciples just panic. And Jesus is back at the end of the boat, sleeping. And they're panicked. And they go, can you help us? We're going to drown. And in hindsight, we can say, folks, that's Jesus. That's God sitting there. What are you worried about? Jesus rebukes them. And we all know that. But that's kind of what this verse is saying. He has told us these things so that we have our peace. So we just got to trust the Lord. Have faith. That's the name of the whole gospel, is to have faith. And have faith in God. So anyway, I thank you so much for adding us to your prayers. I hope to be able to speak next week about them, but I can't guarantee anything. Anyway, I just thought I'd share all of that. I know some tune away when they hear that, but sometimes people do need to hear the good news. All right, where in the world are we hiding? Where's Waldo? Coming into Hulky. Oh my goodness, we need to be down to 9,000 feet now. Actually, I'm going to set 7. Okay. So, Kira and Bahai, I have no idea how you pronounce all of that. Anyway, that's where I'm hoping we get down to here. Altimeter, Fort Lauderdale, 3008. Okay, here we go. That's going to be the annoyances, the little channels and what have yous in the swampy area of Florida. But for the most part, I've flown in this stuff and landing is not a problem. Just my ability to. All right, we're coming up on... Perfect. If we can do this, we'll be at Kira at 7,000. Ah, he is going to want to talk. 19,450. Good afternoon, Miami approach. FedEx 811 with you, descending through 14,000 for 7,000 at Kira.
FedEx 811 Heavy, Miami approach, Miami altimeter 3008, squawk 4626.
Okay, we'll squawk 4626 for FedEx 811.
FedEx 1461 Heavy, taxi via Kilo to the ramp.
Via Kilo to the ramp,
This
FedEx
was a
1461
challenge.
ticket.
4.
November 3055 Bravo Heavy, climb and maintain 16,000, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change to advisor, good day.
Climb maintain 16,000, thanks for ATC, good night, 5 Bravo.
American 2949, descend and maintain 4,000. FedEx 811 Heavy, squawk 4626.
We're trying to. We had a hard time earlier today getting it to squawk.
Roger.
Miami departure United 1099, gate 88, ready for push.
There we go.
1099, Miami departure. The ramp is on control. Push at your discretion. Expect gate right.
And we'll expect A right, United 1099.
Bahia. And approach FedEx 811 should be showing 4626.
FedEx 811 Heavy, radar contact 3 miles southwest of the Miami airport. Expect the RNAV runway 8 left approach, or if you want the right side, just let me know.
FedEx 811's planning Fort Lauderdale.
I'm sorry about you, are right about it. Expect the islands 21 left.
Okay, 10 left, FedEx 811. No problem, we could do both. I'm that good. You never know, I might land on one runway, bounce over to the other.
Ready to taxi American 126.
All right, let's...
American 126, runway right, taxi via November 8, Mike.
November 8, Mike. American 126.
Oh, I meant to look up
FedEx
this...
811 Heavy, the ILS is out of Fort Lauderdale for only 10 left. If you want it still, just let me know, or if you could take the RNAV.
Stand by, we'll look it up.
Roger.
Ram 8 Turkish 990 Delta Heavy, spot 23, ready to taxi.
Turkish 99 Delta Heavy, runway 9er, taxi via Quebec Sierra, cross runway 12 at Sierra, advise when you have information, Quebec.
Quebec, Sierra, cross runway 27 at, correction, 30 at Sierra, and we do have Quebec, 9er Delta.
I gotta slow down. You got me all discombobulated. And approach, if you're talking about the 10 left approach RNAV Zulu, we can do that.
FedEx 8011 Heavy, expect the RNAV Zulu runway 10 left approach, proceed direct Holid, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, direct Holid, FedEx 811 Heavy. It's the same approach.
Miami approach, American 376. We have an issue with our V pilot. Do you mind if we restart and rejoin?
American 3726, go ahead, sir.
Thank you.
Miami approach, 1958, ready to taxi 10 left.
American 1958, runway 10 left, taxi via Alpha and verify you have information, Kilo.
Information Kilo on board.
And American 1958, runway 10 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi by Alpha to 10 left, 1958.
American 2949, fly heading 230.
Flying 230, 2949.
Miami departure, United 1099, ready to taxi. United 1099, runway 8 right, taxi via November 8, Mike. Runway 8 right via November 8, Mike, United 1099.
3726, we'll fix that, so I'm just disconnecting. Thank you for your service anyway.
American 3726, I was just letting you know how to fix it. If you just look at your transponder and there's 3 buttons to the left of it, just make sure that the first knob is in the on position.
Got everything. I have everything correct. I've checked everything. I've done everything. My transponder is in auto, all on PA, and it still says here in my...
Yeah, take it off auto. You should not take it off auto and put it in the on position. American 3726, take it off the auto position and turn it on. American 2949, it's gonna maintain 3,000.
You're going to maintain 3,000, 2949.
American 3726, there you go now, sir. Runway 8 right, taxi via November 8, Mike.
1958, short line 10 left.
Stand by, please. American 3726, runway 8 right, taxi via November 8, Mike.
No, 8 Mike. To what runway can you repeat, please?
Runway 8 right. American 1958, RNAV elbow, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
To elbow and clear to take off, 1958.
FedEx 811 Heavy at Holid, cleared for the straighten, RNAV Zulu, runway 10 left approach.
At Holland, cleared for the straight in, RNAV Zulu, FedEx 811.
Miami Control, UPS, Trader 95, requesting taxi.
American 2949, 4 miles from Piana, fly heading of 150, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, quit for the ILS heading 12 approach.
He's doing a pretty good job. Okay, we're looking at 157, 152.
American 2949 and fly heading 150. UPS 1395, heavy runway 8 right, taxi via Kilo 1, cross 8 left at Kilo 1, hold short 8
Okay,
right.
so that'll be 20 mile out.
Okay, via Kilo 1, I cross 0 left to Coral, short 0 right.
American 126, RNAV jumper, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
It's for American 126.
American 126, RNAV Jamba, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Enough Jamba, clear for takeoff, almost right. Right, American 126.
Delta 8221, at leg, clear Dallas runway 9 approach.
At leg, clear, ILS runway 9 approach, Delta 8221.
American 2949, wind 050, at 6, runway 12, clear to land.
Runway 12, clear to land.
American 1958, radar current, climb and maintain 13,000, see altitude. American 1958, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000, see altitude.
4,000 feet to 130, I understand.
American 1958, the full Lauderdale altimeter 3008.
Departure Republic 4771, ready for taxi.
UPS 1395, heavy runway right, line up and wait.
Operator 0 Roger, UPS, situated 95.
Brickyard 4771, runway right, taxi via November 6, Mike 95, you have information, Quebec.
Information, Quebec, November 6, straight right, Brickyard 4771.
Delta 8221, wind 050, at 6, runway 9, clear to land.
Runway 9 clear to land, Delta 8221.
Miami approach JetBlue 706 on the ground at Fort Lauderdale. Information Kilo ready for taxi, short of Charlie.
JetBlue 706, Miami departure, runway 10 left, taxi via Charlie.
10 left, Charlie, JetBlue 706.
UPS 1395, heavy RNAV sea salt, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Absorbed, clear takeoff, as you right to right.
American 126, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, see altitude.
We're at 2,000, climb to 16,000, American 126.
FedEx 811 heavy, wind 020 at 7, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Cleared to land, 10 left, FedEx 811 heavy.
American 1958, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change your advisory, good day. American 1958, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change your advisory, good day.
Rapid departure close, not all 3186 for taxi with Quebec.
I'm sorry, what's the call sign?
Night Owl 3186 heavy.
Night Owl 3186 heavy, runway 9 taxi via Sierra.
Runway 9 via Sierra, Night Owl 3186 heavy.
Turkish 99 Delta, runway 9 line up and wait, traffic on a 4 mile final for runway 12.
Line up and wait, Niner, runway 9er, Turkish 9er Delta.
United 1099, runway 8 right, line up wait, caution wake turbulence from the heavy 747.
8 right, line up and wait, United 1099.
UPS 1395, heavy radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, see altitude.
Cross 2,700, climb 16,000, UPS, 2395.
Miami Center, say again for 1958.
American 1958, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change to advise you, good day.
Okay, we're fully
32.8.
coupled. And flaps are 35, spoilers armed. And we're ready to land.
Miami departure American 2194 is ready for taxi planning 8 right.
American 2194 Miami departure, squawk altitude, advise any of information in Quebec.
Squawk Charlie, and we do have Quebec, American 2194.
American 2194 runway 8 right, taxi via Whiskey Mike.
8 right via Whiskey Mike, American 2194.
American 126, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change to advisory, good day.
Thank you for control, goodbye.
United 1099, RNAV Seesaw, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Seesaw, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff, United 1099.
American 3726, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Landing up runway 37 to, sorry. Landing up runway 8 right, 37 to.
First JetBlue 706, short 10 left, ready to go.
JetBlue 706, RNAV Merrily, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Marley, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 706.
Turkish 99 Delta, heavy traffic, 5 out, RNAV Jamba, runway 89er, clear for takeoff.
Runway 9er cleared for takeoff, RNAV Jamba, Turkish 99 Delta.
American 2949, taxi via Papa Whiskey November to the ramp.
Papa Whiskey November to the ramp, American 2949.
EPS 1395 heavy, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change to advisory, good day.
Good day, sir, thank you.
He's cleared us to land. Now we got somebody ahead of us, so we gotta watch.
American 3726, RNAV Jamba, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Take a runway 8 right.
Would have felt better if he said expedite.
Brickyard 4771, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Brickyard 4771.
United 1099, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, say altitude.
2,300, climb maintain, flight level, climb at 16,000, United 1099.
Turkish 99 Delta Heavy, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, say altitude.
16,000, passing 1.4 for 16,000, Turkish 9er Delta.
At departure now, all 3186 heavy, we're gonna hold here for just a few minutes, we'll advise I'm ready to go.
Roger. And attention all aircraft, I'm closing up in 5 minutes.
Autopilot.
I hope he got off the runway.
Brickyard 4771, RNAV Seesaw, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8 right, over to Seesaw for Brickyard 4771.
American 3726, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000, say altitude.
Approaching minimum.
We're gonna climb and maintain 16,000. Right now we are about to trespass 1,500 feet.
Runway's clear, landing.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
United 1099, no further ATC, radar service terminated, change to advisory, good day.
Over the dark side, United 1099, have a good night, thanks for the ADC.
No problem, thanks for flying. Delta 8221, taxi via Tango, Quebec, cross runway 12 at Tango to the right.
Tango, go back, cross runway at Tango Alpha Delta 8212.
American 2194, RNAV cease all terminal 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 8 right, 2194.
FedEx 811 heavy taxi via Alpha to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp for FedEx 811.
Brickyard 4771, radar contact, climbing to maintain 16,000, say altitude.
16,000, passing 1,000.
I know what I'm doing wrong. Letting her get too slow. I had no ability to flare.
Departure now all 3186, we're fully ready.
Night, all 3186 heavy, runway down there, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 9er now all 3186 heavy.
All right, 420 looks good here. We'll see what the airline got us for on this one at the ramp. Okay, let's get some stuff off here.
And night, all 3186 heavy, I gotta close up. Just to let you know, there's an aircraft departing on the runway 8 right now. You could monitor CTAF.
Okay, monitor CTAF, and we have the traffic in sight for now all 3186 heavy, thanks, bye.
Attention all aircraft, Miami is closing up, everyone. Change your advisory. If you're on the ground at Miami or Fort Lauderdale, change to CTAF. Good day, guys.
Good day.
Thank you, see ya.
Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're coming up to our entrance. Did I turn in on the wrong one? Oh, there is a line. I was like, did I turn in on the wrong one? And there's the line, although it goes away at that point. All right, let me run through this real quick. All right, after landing, spoiler, slats, radar, stape trim to 3. After that, exterior lights are off, but they sure don't look it. APU's already running, tail fuel's good, then we'll get the fuel switches. All right, transponder is on standby. Weird gremlins with it too. Yeah, there's a lot to it that just, I think I got too slow, too high, and that did not help. But yeah, it's gonna take some working on to get it back. It's, like I said, it's been a couple days since I've flown it. Oh, how'd I get 2 of these running? Okay, well, at least for the airline's sake, I did a little better. Okay, there's the ACAR system. I don't know how I got 2 of those running. But anyway, 480 feet a minute, 144. It already reset. Let me check SimBrief. I'm not going to say it's an end all for this, but they said 152 for approach, which is what I got down to, but they don't give the, but they also say flaps 50, which I've only run once. Oh well, anyway, there's the numbers. Let me show you just how simple it is. We hit stop, we put in my pilot ID to get people to know, yeah, I know, I sucked it up. Yeah, I never do 50 on the flaps, yeah. And that's it. Pretty simple. FedEx Express is really a good airline. Really simple, really, I just love flying. Like I said, I've been here almost 7 years, if not 7 years. It's just that good of an airline. I'll let you know here in a second. Yeah, that ain't gonna help my averages. 9 years. Boy, I'm way off. I've been here over 9 years. Wow. I never realized that. So, tells you, I love flying for them. They are a very good bunch of people. I have never, usually when I have a question, they're right there to answer it. And it's just a really good thing. The biggest thing I'll tell, because I've recommended people to fly here that they ended up having problems with, I think, is they didn't know how to fly. They haven't watched me. You're about 6 or 7 minutes out. That's awesome. So I haven't been watching my flights lately with this bird, but we'll get them. And they know that I'll get them reined in. All right, so we're on the ground. First thing, wheel chocks. Next, get on that. Next, staircase, and then we'll get the main door for the people, or for the cargo, in a minute. All right, there it is, folks, here at night. I had a feeling this would happen. Oop, wrong way. There we go. So there it is, the Rotate MD11. Actually, hang on. Plug in. 1 and 2. Can turn the lights on. So I hope you enjoyed both flights, even though the landings were pretty horrible. It was fun. Let's be honest. Let me do this, yes. Okay, let's wrap this up slowly here. Elevatech, what did you get us at? The dog. You crack me up. All right, complete the flight here. Go over here. Find the latest and greatest 463, 1.5 Gs at 143. I think I got really slow, and I've got to keep that speed up. You're going to shoot a visual for 10 left. Awesome. So, 10 left. Thought you were going into Newark. I don't know of a 10. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the east-west?
Miami, good evening. FedEx 4927 is with you on a modified entry for the left downwind 10 left at Fort Lauderdale.
FedEx 4927, Miami departure, good evening, squawk 2651.
Oh, they came back. There. Nice. Coming in here, huh? That's awesome. All right. So there's Elevatech.
FedEx 4927, Miami departure, squawk 2651.
Second, Miami.
FedEx 4927, squawk 2651.
All right, you got 1958.
Stand by. FedEx 4927, Miami Perch.
Miami 4927, second.
That was 2812 is calling.
NT58, testing radio.
Loud and clear.
Okay.
FedEx 4927, Miami approach, squawk 2651.
All right, 2651, yeah, I had to pump you through the main speakers. You're not coming through the headset, sorry about that. 2651 for the squawk.
No worries, yes sir.
Surprise, they came back up.
FedEx 4927, looks like you sent me a PM there. Just double check your transponder and looks like you're squawking now. Stand by.
Should be in the box now.
Okay.
FedEx 4927, ready to contact 1 mile to the north of Fort Lauderdale Airport. Descend and maintain 2000. You can expect the LS. Your correction, expect the visual approach 10 left.
Get down to 2000, expect a visual for 10 left, 4927.
Departure screening Silver 145 at Fort Lauderdale IFR 2 South Bimini.
Okay, real quick here with Sim Toolkit. Hang on.
Strength 145, Miami approach. Expect a PAC standby.
Here, come on. And here's Fort Lauderdale. Beautiful flight, as you can see. Just under 2 hours, 680 miles, 13,000 kilograms of fuel, 371 feet a minute.
Strength 145, 145 PDC, send call for taxi 10 left.
143. Not bad. Let's see the more detailed information. Just shy of the landing. 940, 54 down, 2 feet off. Man, that right there makes me happy. Numbers actually look a lot better this time. Still a little rough. Speaking of which,
Miami departure, Envoy 3454 out of 11,000 for 8,000. 25 from Lovely.
Duluth Fly
Envoy
won the
3454, Miami approach, verify information, echo on board, expect the LS from my 9 approach.
We have echo and expecting 9.
Envoy 3454, roger, descend via the arrival.
Descend via the arrival, Envoy 3454.
FedEx 4927, turn left heading 190.
Left 190, 4927.
See if we can see him out
FedEx
there.
4927, continue left turn heading 120 on the rollout. The fuel will be at your 12 o'clock in about 10 miles, reported sight.
Continue left 120, look for the airport, 4927. Has the field set.
FedEx 4927, roger, clear visual approach, array 10 left.
Clear for visual 10 left, 4927.
All right, we'll just kind of hang here, watch little 727 coming in here, and then we'll have to call a night.
FedEx 4927, 1020 at 7, runway 10 left, cleared line.
Clear land 10 left, 427, thank you.
Departure Silver 145, ready for taxi 10 left.
Silver Wings 145, Miami approach, roger, runway 10 left, taxi via Charlie.
10 left via Charlie, Silver 145.
All right, somebody's out on final. But I hope you all had a great time. I sure did. It has been a blast. We'll watch this FedEx 4927 come in, and then we'll call it a day. It has been a great flying day. Real quick, who else is all here? Quite some traffic.
Air Canada 830 Heavy, we're going to be at Fort Lauderdale, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 830 Heavy, Miami departure, roger, verify information, mic on board, runway 10 left, taxi via Charlie.
Okay, we have mic on board and 10 left, taxi via Charlie, Air Canada 830 Heavy.
Attention aircraft, arrival, departure information, Foxtrot and Sierra now current in Miami. All altimeter 3009 or wind 0306. Attention aircraft, information November now current at Fort Lauderdale, wind 0206, altimeter 3009er. FedEx 4927, welcome to Fort Lauderdale, exit left when able, taxi to parking via Alpha to the FedEx ramp. Have a good night.
Alpha to the ramp, thanks sir. Have a good night.
Good night.
That's interesting. 4927 looks like a 757 when it shows as a 727. Guess either I don't have the right model or X-Pilot doesn't model it well. Nice job, 4927. Nice job. Looked good from my point, other than X-Pilot doing what X-Pilot does the best at and painting it wrong. And I see my line I should have been on is right there, right next to the plane. Probably either side, so, oh well.
Sir Wings 1, correction, Silver Wings 145 on departure, fly runway heading 103, correction 10206, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, climb begins, runway heading, Silver Wings 145.
Now I will laugh if the 757 looking aircraft has an engine on the tail. No, it doesn't. At first I thought yeah, I'm in between spots, so we'll watch him taxi in and then we'll have to sign off. But what a great day. What a great day of flying indeed.
Time departure, Envoy 3454. We have the field inside. We want to take a visual. I'm going to extend it downwind and you'll call the base for Envoy 3454.
Envoy 3454, not a problem. Descend and maintain 3000 and you're clear of the visual approach, runway 9er. I'll call the base.
Descend and maintain 3000, you call the base. Clear for visual, runway 9er, Envoy 3457.
Kind of fun leaving the channel on sometimes. Nice job there, FedEx 4927. And I'm just going over here to the map. Nice job indeed, although don't watch the stream, you'll be upset that it's a 757. Alright, well, we've had a great day, great time watching. There comes,
Air Canada 30, heavy runway 10 left, line up and wait.
Who's this guy?
Well, wind 10 left,
Oh,
Air Canada
Silver
30 heavy.
Wings. I think. All right, before the ad starts, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Great day, great flights. We just had a blast. I hope you all did. And we will be back at it tomorrow in South America. So hope you all have a great night. God bless you all. And thank you all so much for the enjoyment. Thank you for flying along. And hope you all can join us tomorrow. Some fun flights planned. God bless you all. We'll see you then in the morning, hopefully 11 o'clock Central Time.
30 heavy RNF.
All right, one more time, folks. Y'all have a great night. God bless you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.